VINCENZO'S Go Crypto Investing, bell notification, like the channel, subscribe and share to fleece, heist, and shiest the overters and subverters and the paid charlatans and the YouTube promoters on your way to asset acquisition to heighten your standard of living and your quality of life while learning how to diagnose and sniff out and discard quickly and effectively and efficiently the paid charlatans, the YouTube promoters that are out there in the crypto sphere and in the equity and investment field that are, some of them are right out there in front of your face and you don't even know.
Hello, Jim Cramer here. I'm teaching a new interactive course called Fundamentals of Investing, giving investors like yourself the knowledge and understanding you need to succeed in today's stock market, putting my 40 plus years to work for you. My course will cover 5 key topics. First, investors will learn stock market basics, ranging from who the players in the market are to open
what he's they got a suit and tie on and they're on mainstream channels like Fox or CNBC or MSNBC. Just as this is a symmetrical triangle right here, which is a continuation pattern where you have descending overhead resistance, uptrending underneath support. You got this 37 cents is the major support resistance line ever since back here in April of 2022. So over the span of a year, our focal point has been this 37 cents, and that's still where we're at now. And we're waiting for our next major move up or down when we break out of this symmetrical triangle at the apex right here. A fleece heister and shyster, just like the Carl from the Moons, the Cryptos, the Logan Paul brothers, and the rest of these charlatans. Just as those people are very well-known charlatans and they're obvious, these paid promoter, like right here, Jim Cramer, he's one that's hidden in plain sight. He's one that the retail trader doesn't really associate with the con man and the charlatan and a paid promoter of companies just to get himself rich. And he sells, yes, this guy right here with that little squivelly look, the oh my God, I'm going to fucking rate my customers again as I walk away with all the fucking money. Yeah, that guy right there, this scumbag, this charlatan, this intellectual numbskull, he sells classes down below, just like the rest of these YouTube hustlers. He's the original YouTube stock trading hustler course guy, and he does sell a course to trade with them. But look at the biggest winners of 2023 so far. Look at this fucking scumbag. He is so fucking clueless. Look at that name that's out there. The biggest bank failure since 2008 and the second biggest bank failure in United States history, Silicon Valley Bank. Let's see, just a 1 month time ago, what Mr. Jim Cramer, Mr. YouTube charlatan, Mr. mainstream media fleecer, hidden in plain sight, a fleecer of the retail traders to keep you spinning in circles with fake information, with hopium, and with bad investments that beat you down repeatedly and leave you farther and farther behind in the race you were trying to get ahead in. Let's take a listen to this scumbag.
imbibe. The 9th best performer year to date is SVB Financial. Don't yawn. This company's a merchant bank with a deposit base that Wall Street had been mistakenly concerned about. SVB
The 9th biggest, the best performer in 2023.
Silicon Valley Bank recently bought one of our favorite research firms, Buffett Nathanson, and it's become less dependent upon private equity and venture capitalist offerings.
It's become recently dependable on let's take a listen to that again.
This company's a merchant bank with a deposit base that Wall Street had been mistakenly concerned about. SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, recently bought one of our favorite research firms, Buffett Nathanson, and it's become less dependent upon private equity and venture capitalists.
Become most dependent on private equity and venture capitalists. What's the first thing that goes down and crashes and goes away in financial crises when the interest rates start to go up, the money starts to be tightened, and the Fed starts to turn off the spigot? The venture capitalist money goes away. And this guy's telling you to buy this right now. And look at the price. Look at the fucking price. $320.40 for SVB Bank Financial. $320. This fucking guy wanted you to buy this.
Offerings. Wait a second. Those dried up last year. They could come back. Yeah, some of them come back here, but the stock directly affects an oversold position. Stock was the 4th worst performer in 2022. I think the fears were not justified. And it's very
the fourth worst performer in 2022, and he fears the fears weren't justified, and he thinks it's going to bounce back because the money. Listen to that key thing that he said there. We'll go back to that. He said the money was going to run back into this. Yeah, it looks like the money's running back into this, Jim. This bank, this right here, if you didn't get out of your money right here, it's gone because it's right here now, and they halted trading on Friday. And he said he thought the money was going to come back. And it's so funny. The reason why this bank, they're bankrupt now, just the stock closed on Friday and they halted trading. This bank is bankrupt when he just said this. And this is why he's a charlatan and hidden in hidden sight. He's hidden in plain sight. Listen to this.
Those dried up last year, they could come back. Yeah, some of them come back here, but the stock directly affects an oversold position. Stock was the fourth worst performer in 2022. I think the fears were not justified, and it's a very compelling situation. Hey, by the way, long-term private equity and venture capital, they're not going away. Being the banker to these immense pools of capital has always been a very good business. Stock's still cheap.
The stock's still cheap. This money's coming back. It's always been a way of good business. Really? The reason they just went bankrupt 30 days later, this guy is so clueless. The money dried up. That's a bad business model. And their stock is going to open up Monday down here. Zero. The stock is zero. This is zero. This guy fleece heisted and shisted you again. And this was just 1 month ago. 30 days ago, he put this fucking video out. He's fucking clueless. He's a paid shill. And he's the original YouTube charlatan in the asset and stock trading guru business that I'm a technical trader. I do the research, and then you buy my link down below, and I'm going to send you to financial freedom. He is the original Carl from the Moon, Crypto, the Logan Paul brothers, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. This guy is the original hustler. And it's just so funny that people get bought and paid up by this. And it's just another atrocity. And you need to sidestep that. And that's why old Vincenzo's here, because you would have sidestepped the second biggest bank failure in United States history. That Silicon Valley Bank Financial Group is officially bankrupt. They're bankrupt. It's over. They're done. You've lost all your money. Anybody with more than $250,000 in Silicon Valley Bank, it's over. You've lost it all because the FDIC only only protects you up to 250 grand. How does a bank collapse in 48 hours? A timeline of Silicon Valley Bank. And Forbes, our good station Forbes with Hans Gruber. Forbes just put this as one of the top 10 best banks and richest banks and most financial banks in the world. And they went under. Nobody's seen it. Because nobody ever sees these banks going down. And this could have a cascading effect. And this could be the trigger and the thing that starts the cascading effect and the rippling effect in the financial world. And this could have been the black swan that starts the financial crisis that old Vincenzo's been warning about, just as that hideous looking communist right there, Janet Yellen, has no clue. There's nothing these guys can do. It's going to be a disaster. And tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day in the financial world. But peace and love.